My name's Alex Reddaway. I'm director and founder of Leaf Capital, and we set up the company because we saw an opportunity, or I saw an opportunity in Fiji and the wider Pacific to transition one of the biggest emitters in the region, which is transport, to clean energy. The opportunity to push both e-mobility and renewable energy together was too good to pass up.
The bright idea is good, but to be able to access finance, you need to present that idea in a certain way, especially if it's around a green intervention. And that's what PFAN can bring to the entrepreneur.
The investment that we've had so far has been grant funding through local sources and loan funding through the local development bank. And I think what PFAN gave me was, in a way, they helped me through developing the models that we submitted to them, advising on the sort of approaches that would fly in this context, advising on the sort of partners who could help move to the next level. So I feel that PFAN have really just been sort of integrated into my team. Our stated mission was to link up Fiji's three main cities along the tourist hub, which would be Suva, Nadi, Lautoka, and the space in between, where about 60% of the tourism industry is located. And we currently have two chargers operational in Suva, chargers installed in the middle of the Coral Coast, one installed in Nadi, and we have contracts signed for, I think, 3 or 4 additional ones along the route. I think we're among the first to deploy smart DC charging. And the difference between AC and DC is that DC goes directly to the battery, bypassing the onboard inverter, and allows you to charge much faster. So what we're doing is we're actually doing smart DC charging matched with solar. And so what that does is, when the sun shines, it allows the charger to charge at much faster rates, with a mechanism in place to prevent any form of overload on the grid supply or the main switchboard of the host site.
Getting to scale is, one of the biggest issues. So understanding the financial model from a scaling perspective to understand where you can make money is a key part of this process.
So if you want to scale this up, what you need is a solution that allows you to charge at places where you don't know anyone and give them the money that you owe them. And so what our technology does is allows that process. And so this can be redeployed in any sphere. In a Pacific context, to make a real difference, you actually have to target high volume users, the people driving hundreds of kilometers a day. And so what we've targeted is the taxi industry. The actual running costs are 30%. They're 30% of what you spend on fuel. The other segment that we're looking at is intercity minibuses. So for instance, the ones between Suva and Lautoka do about 450 kilometers a day. If we can save them 15 to 20 cents per kilometer, it adds up quite quickly. So you reduce the amount of money that you're spending on imports. You encourage investment in renewable energy, which is produced locally. And you reduce the cost of what is the backbone of the economy, is basically tourism and transport.
It's fair to say every business wants to contribute positively to the environment. I guess the challenge is trying to understand how they can do that without compromising their profitability.
Because this is a partnership-based model. I mean, we own no sites. We operate with partners, we revenue share, we invest in the infrastructure, and they give us the space. So we're heavily reliant on the competence and integrity of the people we work with. And that's, I think, where PFAN, having this presence on the ground through both David and my advisor, Savinada, who is extremely experienced in the corporate sector in Fiji and the wider Pacific, I think that was the real value added for me.